assume we probably got to go to like the furthest corner pocket of this place. Yeah.
Don't think I can go on. Chief, me neither. I'll reach. This should be far enough.
Chief? They've found us.
It's getting so a man can't even catch his fucking breath.
Alright, Gav.
Gentlemen, a word. We understand you've been selling some crystals.
And like I told you, thieving mates, you're not fucking getting them. So you could take your massive sword and shove it.
Brave.
I'm sure I could, but we're not thieves.
Over here. I can smell the one who shat himself.
If you've got a plan, Chief.
Tell us you've got a plan.
Of course I've got a bloody plan. Good things and all that. Let's start again, shall we? You say you're interested in the crystal trade?
Not exactly. In actual fact, we were hoping to talk about this.
Is that all? Well, then I know just how to help. If you're after the short shifter, he's over here!
Are you mad?
Slippery little pricks. Clinkers on the ground, quick as you like.
Gentlemen, you've got it all wrong. Do we look like merchants? He's the one you want. Just look at what he's got in his hand.
What? Him?
Wait, I'm not.
Do let us know if you need any more help.
They won't get far, Clive.
No. But they'll wish they had.
That is true. I want to go after the magic guy again. That's generally the strat.
You like a suckling pig and feed you to your fucking dog.
Kind of you to think of him.
Clive with the sass even in battle. Of course. Ah, there's another one. I didn't realize. Yeah, the healing is broken in this game, so they gotta die. I can't reach any more of them. Make sure we're safe. Get them out of the way. It's coming back to me. Again, I think the chronoliths, because they were very specific, they were probably more challenging to come back to if you've been away from the game for a while, but this, like the general gameplay, is not that hard, it seems, to just get back into it for normal battles.
Did you see which way they went?
North. Making for 3 reads at a guess.
Okay, let's keep going after them, Pete.
After them. If they reach the swamps, we'll never pick up their trail.
They just sound like Gav's like shady cousins. But at some point I do kind of want to put the Phoenix like blade move back. I love that move so much. I used it a lot, so I kind of stopped, but
There was something odd about those 3. They seemed less like merchants and more like...
Charlatans? One might argue that a merchant is naught but a mummer without his motley.
Then why am I not amused?
Yeah, I do really appreciate the general like writing and localization of this game, like the phrases and stuff that they use. It's definitely very unique. Like, you can understand what they're saying, but their expressions and phrases that you just don't hear much even as a Brit in everyday life. Ah, press the wrong button. Shit. Yeah, I still haven't done an actual precision dodge yet so far. But yeah, let's just get on with it. There we go. Yeah, I forgot how tanky these guys are. Give him the Giga Flare. That should be enough. Surely. No? Good grief. There we go. Sheesh. Yeah, once we get into a fight where we actually have to use some precision dodging, that's when we'll have to start warming up again properly.
What did you find, boy?
Clive, judging by the state of the ground, a lot more passed this way than our 3 charlatans.
Another group of bandits.
I doubt they'd leave this crystal behind. Regardless, we're on the right track. Let's pick up the pace.
Yeah, at least there's a little bit more actual conversation and interaction between these guys for this quest. That was something that was generally lacking for me at the end of the game, when we got to explore together with all of them. Just weren't talking
They
enough.
wouldn't risk stopping at Martha's Rest, would they?
Not if they hope to pass unnoticed.
Then we'd better stick to the swamps.
Yeah, I do not want to go back to Martha's place. We went there 6,000 times in the main game. Done with that. I think I'll consider going past these guys, not actually fighting here. There.
Lads, I think we finally lost them.
Then think again.
Fuck. Persistent bastards, I'll give them that. Friends, I knew those louts were no match for you.
But of course you did. Because you know what we're capable of, don't you? Now, you deal in crystal. Dusk crystal. And we want to know where you got it. So you're going to tell us.
Let's assume for a moment that we are the merchants you're looking for. Why would we tell you where we procure our stock? What kind of shepherd leads a wolf straight?
Are they getting worse?
Clive, the tower.
Well, that's new.
That's impossible.
Yeah, Chief. Do you think someone else got into the tower?
Quiet, you daft sot!
And what would they find there if they did?
I wouldn't know. I've never been there. Echoes, maybe? Or fallen rubbish? I really couldn't say. The entrance is sealed tight. No way in.
And how would you know that? If you've never been there?
Look! Behind you! An Akashic monster!
If you think I'm going to fall for another one of your cheap tricks...
Clive, trouble.
What? Oh.
Wait, don't you dare!
I don't think Martha would appreciate that thing on her doorstep.
Probably not. Let them run then. I have an idea where they'll be heading anyway.
Okay, here we go again.
This shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, I wanted to try and do a precision dodge there, it didn't really work. Oh. Yeah, I'm being a bit too like overly conservative here, just to make sure I don't get hit.
Nice try.
Ah, should have waited a split second longer, but yeah, this thing's going to take a while to kill though. So let's start working that gauge. Otherwise we're going to be here all day. Then we pull these guys down, I remember that trick. And we can do that. Alright, let's unleash hell. Try to get one of these in. Right before the end. Yeah, 50,000 damage is decent. Yeah, try and remember to freeze these guys too. Ah, okay. When it goes into that mode, it doesn't... I don't think the stagger works. By using pile driver, I think I can still stagger it anyway, midway through. But it's fine. There we go. Yeah, I was going to try and interrupt like the bucking ball move just by basically half staggering and then pulling it down, but that failed. So I took a lot of damage, but it's fine.
Well, that was ill-timed.
But at least we know what was chasing the merchants.
That's twice we've saved them now.
Just go to the bloody town. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
I don't see anyone.
I've had enough of bandits and beasts, Chief. Can't we just go home?
And let those thieving pricks march in and take what's ours?
What's ours? Oh, no. You don't mean...
The dusk crystals, aye. Halleck? Marnik? We're going back to that tower if it's the last thing we do.
But the lights, Chief. What about the lights?
First you whine about it being too dark, then you whine about it being too light. Think about how easy it'll be to mine now.
Yeah, these character models have a bit of PS4 energy, I have to say. Compared to like Clive and Co.
And you're sure they're bound for the tower? When they aren't running away from trouble, they're running towards it.
Do you know anything of the place, Joshua?
Alas, not. I have seen it labelled Sagespire on some maps, but beyond that, the ruins are no different from any other fallen derelict. Another impenetrable relic of the past.
Not so impenetrable, apparently. Our friends plainly found a way in.
They could be living there, like we do in the Invincible.
Well, the tower is unquestionably large enough to hide 3 merchants. But is it large enough to hide what we seek?
A mother crystal.
It would go some way to explain why the area was among the first in Rosaria to fall to the Blight.
Then it's settled. We head to Eastpool and make our approach from the dim.
Okay.
To think there could have been a mother crystal here in Rosaria all this time. The wars that could have been avoided.
We still don't know what's in there, Clive. But whatever it is, there is a good reason it has gone unnoticed for so long. The tower sits atop a jagged ridge. Few have ever had occasion to pick their way through the rocks, even before the Blight swallowed them.
Right you are. So, let's have a look here. I guess we can just travel straight to the obelisk now. Maybe we'll just do it this way. Maybe there's some more dialogue if we go via Eastpool first. Any dialogue I get between this team is good for me. My guy. So wait.
Shouldn't we at least have warned them?
Okay, I guess we can just go straight through here. Nice. I was considering using a potion, but then I thought maybe there's a chance I pick one up along the way. Right.
Are those goblins? What are they doing in the Deadlands?
Nice hair. They've gone punk.
Look what they're carrying. I don't recall ever hearing of goblins using fallen relics as weapons.
Well, they certainly aren't welcoming gifts.
Clive, remember where we are.
No magic. Right.
No magic.
They're even uglier up close.
That's interesting. No magic. So can I do any of... So I can't do any of these? Wow. Okay, that's pretty unique. I feel like we...
You're right.
I'll manage.
So we can't go into like beast mode either. Nice. In general, still no problem. And well, because we keep pushing them around like this, it makes it a little bit easier to not have them gang up on us too much. There we go. Definitely a rarity that you have an encounter where you can't use any magic.
Let's hope that was the last of them.
Indeed. I'd almost forgotten what it was like to have to rely on steel alone.
Clive? Joe? You may want to see this.
What?
Here we go.
It was open when I found it.
Someone was in a hurry. 3 guesses as to who.
Then this must be their way into the tower.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, I always thought these areas look pretty cool. The ones that I kind of likened a little bit to Cloister of Trials before you get to the Chamber of the Faith. And they did have mini Omega looking things in there in the main game. That's cool. Okay, let's do it. The Sagespire. In mountuous silence, do wintered spectres watch from on high, ever reminding us how far we have climbed, how far we have fallen. Wow, that was cool. Nice.
It seems somebody's woken this place up. The question is, who?
Well, I can tell you who it wasn't.
Unauthorized biometrics detected.
Someone's here.
Initializing security scan. Safety protocols disengaged.
I don't think that was someone, Clive. I think it was the tower.
Either way, it doesn't sound like we're welcome. Keep your guard up.
Yeah, got a bit of a Back to the Future situation here. The Fallen and their once incredibly futuristic technology. This music's nice. Now, I will say, I have mentioned that I do enjoy these parts, but the fact that we get to at least start one off in an external version of it is very nice. Like, to have the sky and the lighting and the different looking structures, like, this is a cool looking area. And definitely enough of a variation from the ones we've been seeing from the main game. So, yeah, so far so good. I'm liking this DLC. And already the whole kind of like, I wish this was in the main game, is starting to form in my head. This would have been a nice departure from the usual stuff.
Intruder alert. Intruder alert.
I think my powers have returned.
Oh, yes.
There's ether here. An abundance of it.
Damn it. Just got out of the way. Great music though. Yeah, hasn't been much for me to do. Yeah, Final Fantasy XVI did win the Best Soundtrack Award in the Video Game Awards this year, which is a great achievement for Soken, who went through so much during the whole process of creating his soundtrack, Final Fantasy XVI. So, amazing achievement. I am on record as saying I think it is slightly overrated, and that doesn't change. That I still think that it's a little bit overrated, but I do think it's obviously a very good soundtrack. I definitely agree with that, but it's still not among, like, say, my top 5 Final Fantasy soundtracks of all time. But the standard is just so high that that's far from far from criticism. Definitely some great tracks. 16 as well. And I'm more than happy for Soken to continue on, hopefully for the next game, and bring more of his talents to the franchise. Here we go again. Yeah, like these are the mini Omega guys. Give him a bit of that. keep moving. Escapement bit. The fact that they gave us a piece of equipment this early, I definitely appreciate. Gotta remember the buttons again. Not gear and icons. So what do we have? Maximum HP. Yeah, I remember liking this a lot. Diamond Dust cooldown. Reduces ability cooldown time and restores a small amount of HP regain gauge following precision dodge. Yeah, I feel like this is one of these, like they kind of listened a little bit to some feedback and they put this one in. That sounds good. I like that. Okay. I feel like surely I can just replace this with this. Okay. But I'm really liking this track. Hearth Flame. Some opponents will cast the spell Hearth Flame to summon a magic sphere that protects a nearby ally by dealing damage to any who come into contact with it. Enemies accompanied by a Hearth Flame can be identified with the... Is that a 6? Looks like a 6 icon above their heads. The sphere can be dispelled by attacking it, but be warned, melee strikes to the sphere will deal 5 damage. Okay. That's very interesting.
So now we know where they got their weapons. But how long have they been hiding here?
Let me see if I can just sort of do a bit of this. This counts as range magic, so we'll take that. And then this is a way to kind of cancel out all of this crap.
You're finished.
There we go. Ooh, new wave, huh? Yeah, it was bad timing. Right, finish that off. Right, now we can finally face something, but we've got to dodge a little. Yep, Deadly Embrace continues to work on everything. That's still pretty good damage, all said. I'm just really enjoying this music, though. There it is. Definitely a bit of a tough cookie. There we go. Yeah, I have a feeling once I get to like some serious bosses, or especially Omega, I think a lot of the style that I've been using is not going to work very well. But
Dusk crystals.
Nice.
everywhere.
Well, that's one mystery solved.
But there's no mother crystal.
Yet. We still have plenty of tower to explore.
That's cool.